Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to shelf number 27 on my hip hop collection CD overview. I think we left off with Sean Price, and since I've been doing these shelf videos, Sean Price actually passed away, so rest in peace to Sean Price. That's some really devastating and terrible news. That's just such a big loss for the hip hop community. Sean Price, very recognizable, and you know, just it's such a shame, such a talent. Just means no more Hell to Skelta and, you know, potential boot camp records and Sean Price and Random Acts and but with that said, actually I did actually pick up Mike Tyson since then. I grabbed it because I found it for $5. I've stated before this isn't really my favorite Sean Price record, but you know, I thought, you know, since he passed away I might as well, you know, complete the Sean Price collection. So that was now the last one on shelf 26. So moving on to shelf 27, and we're starting off here with Sean Torrey, Sound Chandler, The Invisible Man. This was a really underrated record in my opinion from a couple years back. I can't remember a year, maybe 2013 I want to say. It doesn't even say on the back. I think it was 13 maybe, maybe 12, I don't know. But yeah, good record, man. Really good stuff. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about that one. We got some Scene here, Brooklyn Nights. This was really dope, man. I thought this was good. 2012 shit. Really, really laid back, funky shit. I dig it. We got 7 gems here. Of course, Purpose. Let's see if I can... We got Estinak, Code 9, and Tragedy Gaddafi. This was fucking dope. Really good record. This one took me by surprise, man. I didn't really know what to expect going into it. I thought the beats were going to be a little not my thing, but good record, man. Really good stuff. Then we got here some old school Battle Axe record stuff. Shabazz the Disciple, the Book of Shabazz, Hidden Scrolls. It's actually like really the only Shabazz album I really do care for. I like this, man. Sorry about the glare, guys. Got real shit lighting in the hip hop room. We got Chic Louch, Walk With Me, of course, from the Locks. Man, it took him like a long time to finally put out a solo record, and ever since he put out one, he just didn't stop making them. Not really the biggest fan of Chic Louch, to be honest. I picked it up because it was like super cheap one day. Showbiz and AG, Runaway Slave, the orange cover. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Absolutely classic LP. I mean, everybody knows this shit. I'm such a huge fan of Showbiz and AG, man. Yeah, and then another really amazing record by Showbiz and AG, Goodfellas. Another long out of print, hard to find album. I still have this one on cassette too, which is really cool. But my god, do I ever love this record, man. Awesome stuff. I even like this record too, man. Full Scale, Showbiz and AG, or Show and AG. Got some good shit on here. Dignified Soldiers, with Mr. Big L, Lord Finesse, OC. Of course, OC being one of my favorite MCs of all time. Love me some OC. Then we got some Show DITC Presents Street Talk. Kind of like a compilation record. It's okay. It's not the greatest. Then we got Show and A, Experience Live Hard. It's pretty much like an EP. You know, got some instrumentals and shit like that, so yeah. Taking it all the way back to, what is this, 1992 or something? 92? With Shaheem, I think it's 94, man. The Rugged Child, man. Man, he was young when he did this. He was like, shit, like 14 or something like that. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. And then about 3 years later, he did The Lost Generation, which was just such a more mature record for him. Really good record, man. Shit is real. Dear God, man. There's so many good songs in here. Real Bad Boys. Life is a Shorty. I always like this, man. I like the beats on it. I think he comes correct on this record. Good stuff. Shine from Puff Daddy. Signed Shine. And when this record dropped, it blew my mind how much he sounded like Biggie. His voice, man. Just his voice. Not really his flow, but it was the voice, man. There's some good songs in here, What You Gonna Do and stuff. But, you know, not really big on Shine. I picked up this one because I think I ended up finding this one for like dirt cheap. And it's called The Godfather Buried Alive. Green label. It's not good. It's not good. What you're listening to in the background, which I can never pronounce, Sai and Yesha Doped. The visuals anthology. This is like some shit from the 90s. This is fucking awesome. If you can hear it in the background, this is... Pick this up if you can find this, man. This album is just... Oh, it's so good, man. So good. Really, really laid back. Awesome shit. Some old school No Limit records. Silk the Shocker. Yeah. I always like that album cover, man. Him coming out the TV with the parental advisory sign over the gun. Pretty good shit. And then Charge It to the Game in one of these snazzy cases. Yeah, I like No Limit for a minute. That was literally a minute. Made Man, terrible record. Syntax. Yeah, Syntax. I don't really remember this album too much. Never be able to make out the background. But yeah, it's okay. I remember it being okay. I wasn't blown away with it. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Swass. This is the album with Posse on Broadway. And ICP did their own version of that song. Fucking cracked me up. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Seminar, an album I never see anyone show. It's weird. This is the one with beepers, man. Good shit. Old school. And probably the most famous Mix-a-Lot album, Mac Daddy, of course, with, you know, Baby Got Back. But yeah, Testarossa, remember that track? Lockjaw. Honestly, the song on here that I actually still like, man, is I'm Your New God. The song about cocaine. And Chief Bootnaka. Yeah, it is what it is. Skilo. This is the real disc. I had lost my case years ago. I actually do like this album. I know, whatever. I picked up this as a joke. I just wanted to hear a Skilo record. This one came out a couple years back, and it's fucking terrible. This album is just bad, 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 bad. Really, really bad. Skeleton Keys, not bad. You know, the Locksmiths, it's okay. Some very underground stuff right here. I'd have to listen to this again. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I remember thinking it was decent. Ski Beats, 24-Hour Karate School. Love this producer record. Fucking good stuff, man. Yeah, there is some really good tracks on here. Of course, Camp Low is on here. Skills, $1 Million Backpack. Man, Skills is always one guy that I just, you know, he's almost better as a ghostwriter. For some weird reason, like, he just doesn't make great records, but he's got so much potential to make a good album. He just doesn't make good albums. It's kind of shitty. The Skinny Boys. Weightless. Yes, you know, you got the Fat Boys, you got to have the Skinny Boys. This is some old school shit. I believe this, yeah, 1986 this album came out in. It's okay, it's actually pretty entertaining. Some more No Limit shit here. Skullduggery. These wicked streets. Nah, not my thing. Not my thing. Skyzoo, The Salvation. I like this record, man. Thought it was pretty good. I always say Skyzoo is he's a really dope MC. He just loses my interest a lot, though. I just don't find him, you know, overly entertaining at times. I don't know what it is, but he's just, I don't know. Skyzoo and Illmind, live from the tape deck. I love this record. Illmind's beats were fucking dope on here. I thought it worked really well. It was actually, you know, kept my interest throughout the whole thing. And then again, A Dream Deferred by Skyzoo. Again, man, you know, it's not a bad album. It just, I don't know, man. It just doesn't really keep my attention. It's just kind of boring to me a little bit, if that makes any sense. Slain, The White Man is the Devil, Volume 1. Some Boston hip-hop here. Obviously, this was a promo copy at one time. I think I picked this thing up used. It's not bad. I don't mind it. The Boston Project. I was not really a big fan of this album, man, to be honest. Or this project, I should say. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. Slaughterhouse. Probably one of the most underwhelming supergroups of all time. These guys haven't done anything that good except for their mixtape. I think their mixtape that they put out a couple years, or, you know, before that album was the best stuff. Slaughterhouse. Yeah, EP. Yeah, it is what it is. Not the greatest. And then we got Slaughterhouse, Our House. I don't know, man. I just wish these guys would get better beats, man. You know, their vocals and stuff are on point, man. Everyone's good in the group. I even, you know, have come to respect Joe Budden. I mean, I always had respect for Joe Budden. I always thought he kind of stuck out in the group a little bit, but I love me some Ortiz, man. Ortiz is dope. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, of course, a classic record from '88. yeah, man, what can I say about this album that hasn't been said already? Lick the balls, man. If you don't like this album, lick the balls. Slick Rick the Ruler's Back. This album right here still cracks me up whenever I pop it in. It's just so fucking polar opposite of his first album. Ugh, I don't know, man. I've never been able to get into that record. Slick Rick Behind Bars. I actually kind of like this album. Got some production from Warren G and stuff from Behind the Bars. Not bad. Yeah, good stuff. And then we got a really, really dope and underrated record, in my opinion. The Art of Storytelling. Love this album, man. Some good shit on here. This is the last stuff that Slick Rick ever did in '99, released by Def Jam. Great album though, man. Like, I love the first track in here, the Kill Nigga song. It sets the tone for the record, man. It's just a really good lyrical record, man. Really good stuff. Fucking dirty at times too on that album. It's good shit. Slow Suicide Stimulus. SSS. It's okay. It's okay. This was some of that. Who put this out? Flow Spot. I don't know. It's not really my thing. I wasn't really a big fan of it. Slum Village. Fantastic Volume 1. You know, classic Dilla beats. Everyone knows Slum Village. Really, really good stuff. Love this album. Fantastic Volume 2. Really, really good stuff. Continent Gardens, man. I fucking love that track, man. It's so good. Good album. Got some more Village here. The Mick presents mixtape Prelude to a Classic. I think there was really any... Oh no, actually there was some Dilla beats on here. Shit. It's okay, actually. It's not bad. I know a lot of people don't give a lot of the records that Dilla wasn't producing that much credit, but Villa Manifesto, really enjoyed this too, man. This was some good stuff. Surprising to me, actually. I know some people were underwhelmed. 2010. I do have Slum Village's new record. It's probably somewhere in this stack over here of albums I do need to update. So there is albums that aren't in here that I do have. So where was I? Was that? Oh, we're moving on to, speaking of boot camp, Smif-N-Wessun to Shining. Literally one of my favorite albums of all time. I wish this album would get a remaster though. This album is mastered so shitty. It's so fucking low, man. I wish it just played better, but just classic, man. There's nothing but heat on this record, man. Just nothing but heat. So good. Smif-N-Wessun Reloaded. Fucking song Reloaded on here that uses that Bon Jovi sample. Just funny shit. Not really a great record, but kind of whatever. Did like this though, Smif-N-Wessun, the album. This was a big surprise, actually. I didn't really know what to expect when they dropped this, but I actually really enjoyed that. Some good stuff. I also have the one that they did with Pete Rock. I believe it's in the Pete Rock section, so I must have passed it already. I don't know, sometimes I do that when I put my shit in order. Smoke DZA, George Kush Da Button. This is fucking dope, man. I think this started out as a mixtape or whatever, and then it got pressed up. Had some bonus tracks on it. This was super sick, man. I mean, if you like to smoke bud, and you like laid back shit, man, this is really, really fucking entertaining. Really good shit. Not really overly the biggest fan of Smoke DZA anymore. I like that record. I kept buying a couple albums. Rolling Stoned. Again, it was okay. The beats and stuff, it kind of lost its focus, lost its appeal to me a little bit. Then we got Smoke DZA, Rugby Thompson, produced by Harry Fraud, whatever you want to say. Okay, this has its moments again. It's not that special, which is kind of a shame because I really started out liking him quite a bit. Smooth, Little Baby Boy. So dope from DigiCrates. You know, if DigiCrates didn't fuck me over like 2 or 3 times with some orders, you know, I would have kept buying their shit, but fucking dope, man. Really good shit. Real smooth. Pun intended. Yeah. And then we got Smooth, of course, from The Connection. Yeah, I forgot to say that. Checkmate. This is really cool. Good shit in these slim lines. I fucking hate these cases. Garbage because they get lost in here and I never listen to them. Smooth, Red Dot Plot. Good shit, man. Really, really good. Yeah, some Smooth. Speaking of some Smooth, we got some fucking Smooth the Hustler. Once Upon a Time in America. Love me some Smooth the Hustler. Fuck what you heard. Glocks on cock. Broken Language is so sick, man. Only Human. Hustler's Theme, man. My brother, my ace with Trick of the Gambler, which Trick of the Gambler's record, man. I remember back in the day buying those Source magazines, and that album was advertised for like a year and a half straight, and then it got shelved, of course. I've heard the rough copy of it, whatever, that mixed version is pretty bad, but I'm sure it would have been a good album. Smooth the Hustler of St. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, that's what it is. Just a mixtape. It's an official mixtape. I can't really open this, but it is official. His voice is so weird on this. You can't even, like, he sounds different. Of course, this is years and years later. I didn't really care for it. I thought the beats sucked, man. I thought the beats were trash. Smut Peddlers, Porn Again. Fucking love that cover, man. That shit is funny as hell. So funny to me. Actually pretty funny, man. Pimpology by Beetlejuice. Of course, Beetlejuice on the cover there. Yeah, this has its moments. It's actually pretty entertaining. And then getting into some Snoop Doggy Dogg. Doggy Style. This is the version that I believe got pulled from shelves before. This was the album that hit the shelves, and then it got pulled because it had G's up, Hoes down with the sample, and it wasn't cleared or whatever. But I've got one of these copies. I've never seen anybody with this version of the album. This is the very first one that came out. Because I pretty much bought it first day. But the Dogfather, Snoop, of course. Actually, you know, a lot of people shit on this record. I actually kind of like it. I know it was a big different album because, you know, this one didn't have Dre's production. It was DJ Pooh and stuff like that. But there's some songs in here I actually really do like. You know, it is what it is. I guess you have to like Snoop Dogg. When he jumped over from Death Row to No Limit Records, the game is to be sold, not to be told. Very, very rushed album, you can tell. It doesn't flow very well. It's not very good, to be honest. Put in a little bit of work with Top Dog, No Limit Top Dog. This album actually has its moments, man. Bitch Please. It's got some pretty decent songs on here, I have to say. Yeah, not bad. You know, I guess it's been worse. Snoop Dead Man Walking. This was that unreleased Death Row record that Death Row put out, of course, capitalizing on Snoop's fame. It's not bad. It's got some decent tracks. The Greatest Hits album. It's just Death Row Greatest Hits. Still on No Limit, The Last Meal. I really didn't care for this album at all. The reason for it is because there was too much cocaine on here. Like the rapper, the singer, whatever. I just felt like every song was the fucking same on this. It was agitating to listen to. Snoop Dogg, Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. Again, has its moments. I know there's Batman and Robin with Lady Rage RBX. It was produced by DJ Primo. This album actually had some pretty decent beats on it. It's okay. Again, not for everybody. Rhythm and Gangster. I don't know why I kept buying Snoop albums. I don't really care too much for this. Was okay though. It had its moments. I see I put the 213 albums in here. Orangey, Nate Dogg, Snoop, of course. 213. A little underwhelming. I always wanted to like that album a lot more than I actually did. Kind of sucks. The Blue Carpet Treatment by Snoop. Yeah, it is what it is. I got way too many fucking Snoop albums here. Ego Trippin'. I honestly don't remember this album, to be honest. And then Death Row Lost Sessions Volume 1. This one has a couple tracks that are decent and stuff. Again, just Death Row, just capitalizing on Snoop's fame. And then we got Malice in Wonderland. This album was fucking terrible. Terrible. I never even bothered to pick up more Malice or whatever. The Documentary. This, again, you know, had its moments. It has a couple decent tracks on here. But, you know, again, it's Snoop. And I've stopped. I've forced myself to stop buying Snoop records because that's just bad. And then we move on to Snow. Yeah. I still have this record in my collection because it's just nostalgia. And that album, man, back in the day was pretty cool. We got Soliloquies of Sound. No More Heroes. This is a good record, man. This is some good shit. I always really enjoyed this record, man. It's good stuff. Some more Battle Axe here. Son Doobie, of course, from Funk Dubious, Funk Superhero. Man, I wish Son Doobie would put out albums all the time. I fucking love his voice and his flow, man. He's just got a good delivery, man. Super Villains. This is some, you know, ICP Twisted stuff. It's actually really, really bad. Not very good. Soul, Learning to Walk. This is a good record. I like Soul, man. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about Soul. I think he's pretty cool, man. Love this album too. Sellin', Live Water. This is good, man. Really good stuff. 2003 Anacon stuff. Yeah, dope record. Another cat that has passed away. Soulja Slim. Give it to him raw. This album is fucking terrible. I don't know why I still have this shit. I guess it's no limit, so whatever. I don't know what that means. Soul Position. 8 Million Stories, man. Fuck yeah. Yeah, RJD2. Blueprint. This is amazing. I just realized I don't have my EP in here. The Soul Position EP that came out before this. This is awesome. Love it. This is actually right here, their follow-up record, Things Go Better with RJ and Al. This is one of my favorite records of 2006. I don't know, I'd have to go back to see what was released that year, but I listened to this album like every day, I swear, throughout the year. I love this album, man. It's just so good. Some Blueprint was still putting out good shit. Moving on to one of my favorites of all time, Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity. Love this record. I mean, there's everything on this album is just classic, man. Never No More, 93 Till Infinity, Live and Let Die, man. Batting Practice, fucking dope. So dope. And, you know, the interesting sophomore album, No Man's Land, I know a lot of people kind of shit on this album when it came out, but it's better than people give it credit for. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good stuff, man. It's not as good as their first album, but it's still good. Trilogy, Conflict, Climax, and Resolution. Again, man, I enjoy it, man. Like, I don't know what it is about Souls of Mischief, but I guess I'm just a huge Hyro fan. I mean, I should be. I have Hyro, like, fucking everything in this house. Now, one of my favorite crews of all time. Montezuma's Revenge. Got some Prince Paul production on here. Tour Stories. Fucking love this album, man. Some good shit. Awesome record, man. Love it. Then we got some more, we got some Adrian Young production here, Souls of Mischief. What was it called? There's Only Now. That's right. I'm so bad with album titles. This is dope, man. Really good stuff, man. Really good. Moving into some South Central Cartel with South Central Madness. Souls of Mischief to South Central Cartel. That's just across the city, really. Well, Oakland to South Central. I mean, it's not across the city, I guess, but it's close. Close, you know what I mean. I like it, man. I love it. Big fan of South Central Cartel. At least the first couple records, Havoc and Prodigy. And Gats We Trust. This album right here is like a staple of West Coast gangsterism right here. Oh, I know it's not for everybody, but it's really good shit, though. All Day, Every Day, South Central Cartel. Not as good, but it was still decent, I guess. I'm just gonna try and move around some of this albums here so I can get in here. Cell Circle, Another Day, Another Bala. Yeah. Okay. Here's a good record. Spearhead. Home. Really good stuff, man. And we're getting into some more staple West Coastism. Spice One's first album, of course, In My Neighborhood and stuff. Welcome to the Ghetto. This album is so good, man. So good. The sophomore effort 187 he wrote. I love this album too, man. I'm the fucking murderer. Some G'd up shit. But my favorite Spice One album, hands down, America's Nightmare. This is just ridiculously good, if you like this type of music. But yeah, look at this. You got some E40 on here, Tupac, Method Man, production by Ann Banks and stuff all over the place. Really great record. The disappointing 1996, but there's still some good tracks on here. This one grew on me over the years. Good stuff. And the Black Bossolini. Again, has its moments. The Thug and Me, dedicated to Pac after he died. Some decent tracks in here, not the greatest. This is when I stopped buying Spice One records, immortalized. He's put out probably 30 albums since this one. It's absolutely fucking insane how many albums he just keeps dropping. I didn't even know he kept dropping albums. Fucking blows my mind. Spice One MC8, The Pioneers. This is a press. I just don't have the case for it because I ordered this and it didn't come with a fucking case. But yeah. That's the way it goes. Sporty Thieves, Street Cinema. I can't remember the guy's name in here that died. I'm sure Tom watching this will correct me. or let me know. I thought this was pretty decent. We got some Static Selektah. Spell my name right. Fucking one of my favorite albums of 2007. This album is silly good, man. Really, really good shit. Good shit. I believe I'm missing his second album. I think this is his third. 100 Proof. The Hangover. I don't know why I never grabbed the second one. For some reason I don't know. Again, you know, lots of good features on here. Good stuff. Some more Static Selektah, Population Control. You know, tons of good MCs all over here. Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of Static Selektah, I'm sure you have these records. Extended Play, again, you know, Action Bronson, you know, Joey Badass, Black Thought, Raekwon. Blue, Evidence, Prodigy from Mobb Deep. We got Rex, Talib Kweli, Joey Badass. Just on and on and on. I believe here's another Static Selektah record up here. What Goes Around. Just not in order. Really thought this was good, man. This is really good. Good shit. And then I actually have his newest album is sitting right on here. It's still actually sealed, but I do have it on my iPod. It's good shit. Oh, already got a crack in the case and it's brand fucking new. But I do like that. It's good shit. Might as well just show this one right now. Step Brothers, Alchemist, Evidence. Fucking love this album, Lord Steppington. I love it, man. I'm such a huge Evidence fan, so. But yeah, good shit. I'll just show this. I know this is probably out of order, but String Theory, Hex One, BBZ Darnie, absolutely amazing stuff. Of course, Hex One from Epidemic, awesome stuff. Put that over there because these are on the top for whatever reasons. Special Ed, Youngest in Charge, great stuff, man. I got it made, baby. An album that I just absolutely love, and I'm gonna have to rip through these last couple. Revelations, love this album, man, to death. Never Go Back, man. Freaky Flow. This album is just, I fucking love it, man. Stefan from Ruthless Records. I have no idea. Can't even remember what this album sounds like. Apparently it was a promo. We got some disc coming out of here. Stetsasonic. Ooh, that's bad. Oh yeah, that's great. This digipack thing is broken. Of course, classic record from Stetsasonic. I will grab that disc off the floor in a minute. It actually landed the right way up. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Stetsasonic. Okay. It's okay. Love this record right here, man. Steezo. Crazy Noise. Doesn't that shit remind you of the Fresh Prince? But this is a really kind of underrated album from '89. Good stuff, man. Every song on here is just funky and good and fun. Stick Figure as himself. Some good mellow music group stuff here, man. Thought this was a good album. Really actually still enjoy listening to this album. Sticky Fingers, Black Trash, the autobiography of Kirk Jones. Great stuff, man. He brings the fucking heat in this album. Good stuff. The very underwhelming Stoop solo record. I didn't really care for it, to be honest. I thought the beats were weak. I thought the songs just in general were weak. The Strangers, Second to None. Really enjoyed this. Thought that was good stuff. We got Stu Bangers and Vanda Slice. Diggers with Attitude. It's okay. It's okay. I thought it was, you know, had its moments. This one was sent to me actually by Streets. Everything is Borrowed. I thought it was okay. It's a decent album. Then we got Strange Fruit Project, The Healing. Absolutely dope, man. Really laid back, funky shit. Good stuff. And last up for this shelf is Strong Arm Steady, Deep Hearted. Yeah. So yeah, apparently that was another promo. I gotta buy a lot of I must have bought this one used. But yeah, that's gonna do it for shelf 27, man. Ooh, I only got about 30 seconds left here on the camera, so I'm gonna post probably the next, you know, all these shelves in the next couple weeks. So, and yeah, so be on the lookout for these. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Peace out.